Caroline, we were on the new Reebok Easy Step. The Easy Step, kind of think a step has been with us for many years. Actually, it's 25 years old next year, so quarter of a century. And what we've done is we've kind of added a little bit of the 21st, 22nd century to the step. So we built moving air technology into the platform. So when you get on it, instead of being a perfectly solid platform, you get on and it moves. And when it moves, your body reacts. Action, reaction.
Love it, action, reaction. And it's like a wobble board in a step that enables you to do your workout. Yeah,
well, we have various products. I mean, you might be familiar with the Reebok Core Board, which I would class as our classic wobble board with a bit of twist. But the Easy Tone platform, I don't know if we can actually see it, it has two AirPods which are connected together. And when you hit one, the
I'm
air
jumping
transfers. Hop on. Now, give me a little pump. There you go. There she goes. Wow.
I haven't got the shoes on for this.
And this girl is an athlete because I know her, so you can see that it's quite challenging. Yeah?
It is challenging, actually. I wasn't expecting it to put me off balance that much, and I can really feel the instability underneath my feet.
Yeah.
Can you change the amount of air in it so it's more rigid or less rigid?
You can. The American College of Sports Science have just introduced balance as one of their requirements of sort of R5 a day, kind of quotation of exercise. But with this, you can actually moderate the amount of resistance or air transfer. So if I come down, there's a little valve. I just simply twist that in one direction and that turns the air off. So you can see there's no transfer of air. Turn the air back on and it gets a lot tougher, a lot more challenging. So it means that my mum could go on this, or a superhero athlete could go on it, and they'd all experience a challenge appropriate to their goals.
Well, that's a real multi-purpose bit of kit. And it's so small and compact as well. Who are you targeting at? Is it for home? Is it for a gym? Who can use it?
We were really surprised. When we started working on this product, we very much had the home market in our mind. And then when we got it into testing, we started playing around with it. We realized that this is a calorie killer. You know, this can be aerobic and anaerobic. So basically, when you get on it, you've got to say, okay, what's my goal? If it's toning, we use it one way. If it's cardio, we use it another. So we're quite confident that it can go into many different types of facility. You know, I'm not going to see a big bodybuilder on that doing his bicep curls, but I'm definitely going to see sports people on it who are looking to sort of get their core firing, get it active. Because I think what the fitness industry has done a little bit is made core stabilization a bit of a passive exercise. It's sort of like, okay, we have to hold things still. And in real life, we don't stay still much. And we usually break when we're moving. So we need to train movement. And that's what the Easy Tone Step is all about, moving.
A man that speaks my own mind, yeah, I totally agree. Now, this is fantastic. What else have you got to show us this year?
If we go for a little wander around the stand, there's one of my favorites here, which is one of my all-time favorites, is the Reebok Core Board. This product came out actually about 7 years ago. And it was originally developed using the physiotherapists who worked with a guy called Shaquille O'Neal. Now, Shaq is a 7'3", 350-pound, awesome athlete. And he had a recurring abdominal strain. And what Alex did is he came up with a product which was very similar to a wobble board, but its unique selling point is it's also got this torsion and recoil. And what that does is it works our body as our body works. So, you know, we don't work in straight lines, we rotate, and that's exactly what this does. So it encourages what's called torsion and recoil, which every athlete needs torsion and recoil.
I love all these words. Shall I jump on it? You take the mic and talk me through.
There you go. The first thing you've got to do is realize it'll go in any direction. But what I really want is you to fire that board. So I always tell people to kind of put their hands on the back of a car, there, and I give it a fire, try and rotate. Atta girl. There you go. And the bigger and slower you do it, the better it is. Because that little middle bit is kind of momentum, but if you slow it down and twist really strong and hard, without your arms, there we go. See, that's harder, isn't it?
He's making me work hard here, and I haven't got the right gym gear on at all. I like this. I love the functional training element. And you've been coming to LIW yourself, and Escape has been for many years.
I'm an old man.
What changes have you seen? How is it getting better and better every year, if indeed you think it is?
I think that we've been through a number of different phases, and we are now in the state where our trainers are the most educated and our consumers are also really educated. There's a lot of the sort of mainstream media out there that talks about quite complicated subjects, you know, your men's fitnesses and your men's health magazine, Ultra Fit magazine, all the brand names, you know, they all talk about quite complicated stuff. And the fitness industry really is providing the tools for the objectives that the clients have. You know, we no longer have people just coming in saying, I want to lose weight. They come in and say, I'm doing a triathlon and I've signed up and it's on a specific date. So we're starting to train people more like athletes rather than just a conveyor belt of consumers coming in on New Year resolutions. You know, these people have very specific goals. Core strength might be one of them that contributes to their ultimate sports objective. But they don't come in saying, I want to improve my core strength. They come in saying, I want to run this marathon or I want to do this triathlon. So it's our job to understand the wants and needs and understand the difference between those, because it's all right wanting something, but then you probably need to do something quite specific. And I think that, especially with the Reebok range for the studio, we've probably got every solution that you can imagine, because we literally look at the range and say, okay, if I need to get strong, what have I got? If I need to get balanced, what have I got? And I think that we have filled in all the gaps for the products that we need to achieve those goals.
Well, it certainly looks like you have, and thank you so much for telling us more about your products. They're fantastic, and it's all about functional training here at Escape Fitness. The Olympics has inspired us to think about being sports people, act and train like being sports people, and I think that's something that's going to translate into the industry.